Hey everyone, welcome back to No Man's Sky, but not the No Man's Sky you're used to. So I've been decided to do a little play along with the YouTube series. And this is to test out Redmas Planet Gen stuff. I finally got around to trying getting this thing working, and I did get it working. I'm not using what I was doing before. Before I was just using his planet generation only part of the mod. I'm now using his full Fantasy Reborn HQ, Infinite Worlds Generation mod, and a lot more. And I'm using the main one. This is a very big and heavy little thing here. It changes so much. You're going to have to fiddle with it to get it to work correctly. It just got updated today with his base building and quality of life improvements pack for things like that. Um, I have run into one planet that just crashes when you try to go into it when you go into its atmosphere, um, and things like that. So a little bit things that are different. You start with this solar ship instead of the radiant pillar. You start with the Kishi Wam's ancestral spirit. It is a solar ship tier 3. I mean, class C, I mean. Solar ship. I have upgraded its inventory a lot with things. Um, I have, X mods for things. I went and found a pirate place, got the conflict scanner and all that stuff. Just been doing things. I'm basically exactly where we are in the regular YouTube series. This is my uh base here. Not much to it. It's basically the same thing as we have in the YouTube series almost. Yep. Uh, can you go into photo mode? Thank you. So this is the base here. It's basically the same thing we have in the YouTube series. I got these support pillars from the deal. I added this as kind of support for the back cap right here. It's just um, I kind of cobbled together base. Got solar supply right there for power, things like that. This spot is like the spot you go to grab this thing when you go to unlock the antimatter. That's what this was. It was the antimatter unlock machinery. Um, I got a storage there. You can like size down a lot more things than normal in here. So I sized down a medium refiner to put right there. Here's the normal size of it. I don't know if that's base game or not, but I do know you're supposed to be able to resize a lot more stuff if you wish to. Our portal, our batteries are here. A couple of batteries for holding storage. Um, I've colored everything. The whole base is covered in mahogany. If it is like mechanical in some way, it is set to. Whoops, I did that wrong. Let me fix that real quick. Just do that. Um, if it's colored in any way, it's this black and yellow on concrete deal. Put that up. Forgot to color that. Here is our overseer and our scientist. Like I said, I've gone a little bit further, but not much further. I've gotten a scientist. I've done its first couple of quests. Um, got some windows. A sunroom, basically. I kind of think of the Gex as like little frogs. So I figure they need a sunroom for things. We could also use it kind of as a like garden or something, I guess. If we wanted to later to grow things. This is like the second planet you go to and things like that. Speaking of, let me show you my discoveries tab here. So this is the starting system I started in. I actually started in the Sub-Zero planet. We're going to go to that because it looks very interesting compared to the um, normal look of things. Um, let's see. I've also discovered, yeah, this right here, this place right here, this unknown moon I have. This is what crashes my game. It's listed as um, a high energy moon. And when you go to enter the atmosphere, you'll see a bunch of red blocks, uh, red orange blocks that are kind of in a pyramid shape that look like they're upside down. I've reported it to him, and he said he's going to take a look at it, or they're going to take a look at it. I have no idea if they're male or female, so the Redmas is their name. Um, so yeah, um, that's the main bug I found so far. That's the only one. I have run into another bug, but this could be a base game bug as far as I could tell. There was a freighter I found. I didn't search for it or anything. I just found it by going over it. And the last container was in Unbreakable Rock. The last cargo pod was in Unbreakable Rock, so I couldn't get all the containers, which isn't a problem really. Um, Also, you may be wondering why uh, this is right here. This is something so your wires don't show. I did have it buried underneath ground because it's supposed to just work all the time. But one time when I came back, for whatever reason, the wires were showing again, even though that thing was still there and not broken or anything. So what I had to do is I just had to pick it up and move it, and then it started working. So that's what I've done. Also, sandworms look like that now. Hi. I was hoping he would show up. But yeah, that's what sandworms do with this mod. They don't do anything to you still. They don't hurt anything or anything like that. But they do actually just tunnel through the ground. In the base game, they kind of fly. They kind of like jump out of the ground and then go back down into it. These guys just hover over just tunnel through. I was hoping he would show up. He just comes around every now and then and says hello. I've discovered all the fauna on this planet. So this was an interesting one to find. This was the last one I found, and whoops, because yeah, this is the last one I found. It just randomly showed up at my base, um, at one time. Don't know why he showed up, but he was just running around out here. So I was able to finally get the last dude because I've been all over this planet looking at things. Um, an interesting thing I noticed with this pack as well. As you can see, I just walk. Uh, Red Mouse thinks you should be walking if you're just not sprinting or anything. You can sprint if you want to. You do seem to start with less sprint, but in compensation, you have like almost you have like really high jetpack, and I have my jetpack modded. If I take my jetpack stuff off, let's say, and it's not even in a supercharged slot, it's just regular. This is the base game one. You have a lot more jetpack. They decided to give you a lot more jetpack since you can only, when you're moving around normally and not running, you just walk. So that's one of the things they did. Um, so yeah, you start with a lot of jetpack in this game as with normal, and with the S class upgrade, you're basically never run out. You can, but it's not a problem. You get, and it's really needed, and I'll show you that. Let's go ahead and head over to that planet, and I'll show you why. This was a really interesting getting my first ship planet because of how it's laid out. Also, the planet's deal extends more. You need to go further out into the solar system to use the pulse engine. You have to really get pretty far away to use the pulse engine. Let me see. Where is the... Let me mark the planet so we can go to it. Um, where's the... Huh. Don't tell me I can't mark it since I've done discovered it. I can upload it. I can rename and upload it. I can view it. I can add to wonders. Huh. Yeah, I can't... I want to go to this one. Yeah, I can't mark it for some reason. Well, it's like on the other side or something of this planet, so let me just go this way. See if I can find it. It should be pretty easy to find since it's like a frost planet. It's going to be blue. Let me head over to... Oh, these guys showed up. Okay. Is this it? Nope, that's Rika. And Rika is that one, actually. So I'm actually on the wrong side. I need to go to the other side of the planet. So I need to go this way. Just go around the planet here. Let's see. Is it this one? Oh, is that it right there? I think that's it right there. We head towards the space station. Is this it? Nope, that's Honus. That's this one, so we need to go around more. Yep. That's going back into the atmosphere. That's Pinot Prime, so that's that one there. So that marker is that one. That marker is the freighter. That marker is this thing, which is Rika. Yeah, it's going to take me a minute to get around to where I can see it. that it right there? I don't know. There's our base again. That's not going to be it. That's that. That's that. So I think I go this way. Is this it? I think this is it. All right. Nope, that's Pinot Prime again. Damn. I can't find my way at all in this place. Okay, why am I having such a hard time here? So we have this marker here, which is this one. We have this marker here, which is that planet. This marker here, which is that planet, which is not what we want. Yeah, it is. Shit. Okay. I was heading the right away earlier. All right. But yeah, I wanted to show y'all this planet because it's a lot different than other planets I've seen. It's very, very rocky. Um like it's got I think I would call it like ribbons on it. Okay, let me make sure I head to a place with a lot of land here. It's not really got water since it's a sub-zero place. Go ahead and scan me. I done sold my stuff. Hmm. Well, this isn't what I was wanting to show you. I may need to go to a different part of the map for y'all to see this. No, I think that's like a manufacturing area. Yeah, unfortunately, I think we're over a different part of the planet than where I started, so it's kind of hard to find the spot I was at. Can't really make a save beacon. But as you can see, it's very, very healy. But there was an even more interesting thing, but I just can't find what I'm looking for, unfortunately. May have to go back up and check out to see if it's like different on another side of the planet. Pulse away for a second. Let's check over here to see if this is more like it. Yeah, here we go. This is what I was thinking about. It's not completely like it was when I first opened it, but okay, it's a manufacturing facility. Not really what I was after. But the interesting thing about this planet is, ooh, okay. uh, yep, it crashed. This is only the second crash. I don't know why I crashed here. And also, this ain't the regular crash. Usually, if you crash, you it asks you to disable your mods if you crash. So yeah, that wasn't the regular crash. That was just a game freeze or something right there. Even though the sound was still playing, my screen had frozen. We had just excuse me. We had just gotten out of the ship, so it's not like it's a big thing. But another thing is you'll run into they changed it where you run into a lot of different ships out in the world. So you can see people driving around sentinel ships, more common living ships and stuff like that. And if you talk to them, you can buy their ship. Uh NPCs will just land near you a lot. Um yeah, this isn't really the area I was hoping to show you because there's a lot of water here and there wasn't a lot of water where I was before. But basically, what it was there was a lot of so the terrain generation was very, very uneven. Uh, that's an interesting thing. Why can't I scan it? Oh, it's because it's a sentinel. Okay, it's a sentinel. That's why. But yeah, there was a lot of uneven terrain generation. Like you were constantly going above and below uh flat layers of ground. There was just like ribbons of ground over the like like over normal ground, and the normal ground was very, very rocky. I just can't find that spot, unfortunately. It was like right near my starting spot, but I can't. You can't mark it like early on because you don't have access to like the save beacon and stuff like that, unless you're in creative. Hmm. Yeah, more freighter stuff. Yeah, a lot more freighters and stuff shows up where you're trying when you're doing it. I wonder if it's like up here or something. Because it seems more maybe solid land up here. Nah, it's more ocean up here. And also for a sub-zero planet, it has like water, as I noticed as well. Had a lot of water and stuff. Now, it could also be that this planet is totally different than it was before because they have updated the mod at least twice since I started this. So the planet generation could be just changed to become something completely different looking, you know. That can happen, so you have to accept that. Because in my second system, that moon that had the crash, there was a paradise planet there. The problem is there's no longer a paradise planet there after I crashed twice. The paradise planet had disappeared. Even though I had gone there, landed on it, it wasn't anything special. It was a paradise planet full of water, basically, is what it was. And yeah, so there was just little tiny islands. It was like 90% water, I think, with little tiny islands all over the planet. So it wasn't anything I was going to use, but that planet was no longer there. It's no longer a paradise planet for some reason. It's actually something totally and completely different. And like this planet, I didn't explore it much the first time around. It's still a frost planet, but the ribbon things that I've seen are gone. It's mainly now mountainous with a lot of water on it, I've noticed, which is interesting. That it changed. Either I'm in the completely on the other side of the planet and it's completely different, which it could be because, like I said, it's a lot of different generation here, or the planet changed, which I've had happen, as I said. Um, when I did some ship crashes and going and salvaging those for various things, that's when I found like a sentinel ship just out there in the wild. My like third or fourth one was a sentinel ship. Uh, I was able to use the mod I'm using for the shop to purchase the sentinel pieces, like the harmonic brain, the inverted mirrors, and stuff like that. If I didn't have that mod, I wouldn't have been able to do anything with that ship. And that ship was worth 23 million. That's why I have like 52 million right now. It was the last ship I found. So it was interesting. But yeah, this planet is a lot different than I remember it looking because of all the extra water, even though it's a sub-zero planet. That is very weird. Let's go, like, to the other side of the planet and see if it looks the same over there. Yeah, it's pretty much the same all the way around now. Yep. It's just a mountainous ocean planet now. Interesting that it did that. Huh. Weird. Let's head over to the space station. Um, I have added a mod recently that's called Spacefarer. It NPC outfit variety. So a lot of the planets, um, the NPCs on like the space stations and stuff, will have different outfits than usual. I've got a bunch of tags down. This is this place that has my ship on it. I mean, my base on it. So it's going to have a lot of stuff. The space stations is just the same as far as I can tell. Ain't nothing different about them as far as I can tell. There's not like extra people here or anything like that. Also, can y'all I donate again already, or am I still maxed out? No, I can. Oh, I don't have them on me. They're in my ship, right? Yeah. Hey, dude. Got three. Oh, nope. Yep, still maxed out. I guess you can only do so many of them at a time. Ever. Or maybe you need to go to a different system to do it. Like right there. Sentinel ship. Salvaged. Salvaged. Anything that says it's salvaged is a Sentinel ship. And they're always really expensive. 34 million for that B class right there. Oh, here's another solar, a B class solar for 5.350. I haven't found any haulers that have my favorite turbine engine type. Um, yep, there's the pirate place. Let's go to here and see if I can donate there. I can't remember if you can donate at different um, stations or not. The same things, or if you need to. Or if you need to, or if it's always maxed out once you do it once. Or maybe they have something different they want. Nope. He wants some. Okay. There you go. He'll give me these. So I'm not at apprentice yet. Freestanding by 2, 3. Okay. So my factions, um, mercenaries guilds. We're at next rank in 2. So if I donate 2 more times or 3 more times, I'll get it. That's cool. So I can just go do that whenever I get to a new station. Donate those things. Got those out of the thing. Oh, right. I didn't talk about this. This was just on my my planet where I have my base. This this S class. It just started as an S class. Had like maybe half of these, and I got the other part like in multi-tool deals that I've found. So yeah. Uh, so I was surprised to find out it's a pistol, so it's not the best type, but it's fine. So there's another one of those. That's an A class one. This is a class one. 9.9. This is 9.9. So the exact same ship right there. Oh. This has got a different type of turbine wings. Huh. I still like the other ones better, but that's kind of nice to see those. As far as I know, they don't add different ship parts or anything. They're all the same parts and everything that you can find normally. I don't think there's anything new. Um I think they changed the base, the layout of freighters and stuff like that, though. So I just wanted to show off this little thing. This is interesting. Um, one of the things I can say about this generation pack is you will run into a lot more water planets. I have run into so many water planets out there. I've run into like at least one in every system I've been to has been like 80 to 90% covered in water. Um, when I went to them. Let me see. Let me go to that back to that tab and go back to that system. It's Roshab, right? This one right here. Or was it this one? No. It was, yeah, it was this one. This one had scanned as the Paradise planet, but when I after I went to this moon first, I think, before I tried to land here, and I tried to get to this place 2 times and kept on crashing. That's when I reported it, and when I came back, I noticed that this is no longer a Paradise planet. It had actually cleared my C scan on it, and when I did it again, it said it was frostbound. That's yeah, that was a whole thing. Let me see if any of the other planets I've discovered show anything. So I haven't discovered anything in this one. This is the pirate one. I haven't gone to any of the planets there. Um, I think this is the... Hmm. Why don't I have anything here? That's weird. I could have swore I've discovered all of this stuff. Huh. But here's Roshab, the empty planet, the spoiling planet, the airless moon, the humid planet, the frostbound planet, and the crashing planet. Um, Osmo's got a. This is where we are. This is my home starting system. We're on a toxic planet, poisonous planet. There's the Himmel. Oh, uh, so yeah. Real quick, let me. Um, So I did that wrong. I just noticed. I think I might have done that wrong. Let me go check real quick. I need to go. I need to go look at this. I need to check this real quick because I might have been totally wrong. I probably was totally wrong. Let's go over here. See, I didn't. I could have swore the starting planet was labeled as some type like Sub-Zero or Frozen, but it could have been this one. And that's why I was really confused when I got here. Yep. That's why I was really confused. And also I was really confused when I was on that planet as well. So this is what I was talking about. I don't think this is a base game thing. I think this is like modded. The planet like this. I've never seen one like this. And this ain't even the most interesting part. This is just normal frags and spires, you know. But there's a place on this planet that is full of these little things hanging over you. Like, oh, it's right here. Hold on. Let me land right over here. Here it is, right here. It's right next to us over on the right. This right here. This whole thing of these things like this. The whole planet. The whole time I was going and doing things to get my ship, I was running into things like this, which is an interesting thing because if you go underneath them, you don't regen your frost, your resistance deal, your hazard suit, but it doesn't go down. And if you do go outside, it will start going down again. It's so interesting. I've never seen a planet like this at all. Like I said, this could be a total base game thing, and I just do not know. But to me, this is like brand new. I've never seen anything like this. I think I've done discovered this guy, little guy. Yeah. Like, I discovered a lot of this place when I was here. I didn't discover everything, but I did discover a lot. And also, there the that right there, that crystal in the air is the dioxite on various planets. Um, Knowledge stones look a lot different than they usually are. You can also find mirror bulbs on the surface. Also, if you do go into a cave on a planet, be aware if you're going to go look for blobs to scan them to be um added into your dictionary thing. Be aware that they're no longer blobs, they're all spiders, and they will attack you on sight with this mod pack. So, knowledge stones look different in this mod pack. They're these things. So that's interesting to find. Nope. There's some over there. Let's go see what's over here. But yeah, this is. I love this. I don't want to build a base on this though. I do not know how the freak I would do some incorporate something like this into the base. Um, Also, it's got all these little boulder things around.
Units received. Units received.
Something else over here.
Units received. Units received. Units received.
Guys. Oh, some texture issues. Interesting. Wonder why there's texture issues there. But yeah, there's so much interesting things here on this planet.
Units received.
Yeah, a lot of things are just going to be black because they're modded. They don't actually go into the base game, so like that probably up there is a copper deposit or something. Knowledge stone, copper deposit over there. Jettison pod. Oh, huh. Let's go check that out. Is that like a backpack thing? Or is that somebody we go rescue or something? No, it's one of these things. Oh, okay. The microprocessors. Some ammo. Hmm.
Thermal protection falling.
There's a unidentified plant somewhere over here that I can't see. There it is.
Units
That thing.
received.
Yeah, I already discovered that. So if you come down into a cave and you start seeing the predator symbol, that's why the guys are down here.
Technology recharge.
The spiders down here are what's doing it.
Units received.
I already discovered those. About these little mushrooms, yeah. Already got those as well. But it's so interesting seeing how this planet generated. Like I said, this could be something totally base game, but I've never seen it before. Also, there's one last little thing to do for the evening. Let's do this. This one here. Let's go find a crash ship. Now, an interesting thing though is we could be completely pulled to our starter location. Okay, so we're going to have to head out to upstairs so we can get things. If we find a spot that is empty, then we have found most likely our starting location. Also, you go a lot slower once you're down in the atmosphere with this mod pack. Usually you could do like 150 and stuff, especially once you get your boost and maneuverability up. You can barely do 100 sometimes. But nope, this is not the starting location. What do we got here? Ah, an explorer. Okay. So the Hemoplanet's got low security. I don't care about the multi-tool. We got the phase beam. Oh, well, I need to install that. Um, on my ship. Yeah, we can do that up here.
Technology installed.
Need to go get some, need to go unlock the thing for it in the deal.
Protection falling.
I kind of did the wrong side here. Yeah, I can't do it because my starship is there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to move my starship real quick. If you can't do like mining underneath where you're being, either you got a bug or your starship is in the way. That's why I always try to park over here on this side of it, of this ball, because the berry technology is usually like over here. Got into my starship. Got a mining S-class mining deal. Also, I think that went into my inventory instead of, yeah. There. That's the last process. This needs to go in here. That over there. So we got a mining deal. I mean, I already got some X-class. So I can just sell that for extra money. That could go to my starship, because I have some in there. I do have a level 1 Atlas Pass, so we can open that up. Let's claim this thing. E-class. See. Need to make a hermetic seal. Need to make this.
Component repaired.
I have some dehydrogen jelly on me, so I ain't gotta worry about that. Alright.
Shield down.
So this would be worth like about, I don't know, maybe 2.5. Could be 2. Also, it's a lot harder to steer when you're boosting. As well, it's a lot harder to turn. Oh, okay. That's the Rebel Star thing. Okay. So it gives me a deal. Okay, cool. So I gotta be another pirate place I can go. I didn't know about that pirate place. Also, you carry a lot more speed going forward coming out of Pulse in space. You just, like, rocket forward more. Also, I like running around as a Gek. We might change into a Gek on the YouTube series. I'm kind of really having fun running around as this little Gek. Salvage on this. I could get his customization module. Oh, only 1.8. Must be really messed up then. So we got some recycled surgery. We did get some extra storage. So that's nice. I'm just going to put that on my regular ship here. Some subatomic regulators for 940. And 30 and 63,000 for the Spola nanocubes. Nice. Yeah, I've just been filling out my regular starship here. If I wanted to, I could upgrade its class, but I don't need to. Yep. Cool. That's a lot more room here. Move this down in these corners. I can go over to here, be in that corner. Cool, cool, cool. Let me go sell this, any modules I've gotten. So we got a pulse engine from that ship, a hyperdrive B from that ship, and that S-class from that thing. And there we go. This is the Sentinel ship I found, the Hope AV. This one is an A class. The one I found, I think, was like a C class or something, maybe a B class. It was only, when I took it apart, it was only worth 20-something million, 23, 28. This is an interesting ship right here, the way it comes apart when you fly it. That's what I've been kind of doing, as I've been looking at the various Sentinel ships to look and see what they look like when they're flying. This one isn't like as interesting as I really want. I've seen some really interesting ones out in the world. I just haven't, found one yet. But this is an interesting one when it takes off. We'll sit here and watch it take off. He should take off in just a few minutes. Anything else? I don't think so. But I want to watch him take off here. Okay, he's moving, which means he's going to get into his ship in just a second. He's going to stop at his pad. He's going to beam up. Just 1 second, and he should take off. There he goes. And that is interesting, isn't it? That's an interesting one. I don't think I want that one, though. I know there's some others that are even better. But yeah, that was cool. I might pick it up eventually, but yeah, that's not the one I really want. There's one that has like an X-wing formation that I was wanting. I haven't found that yet. But yeah, so I thought I'd just show this little video to show off like the Redmas No Man's Sky Fantasy Reborn HQ Infinite Worlds Generation mod and a lot more. Like I said, just today they did their advanced base building and quality of life improvements pack to the main pack, and also all of his mods are also offered as separate mods if you wish to download them separate. I downloaded the big pack, so it has everything in it. So yeah. It did give me some things though, some needed information for our upcoming series. So we're about to put down the scientists. I forgot that these exo guys take a while. Like he's going to take an hour and 30 minutes after you do his one of his quests to reset and to do his next quest. So yeah, it's going to take a multiple
Toxic
deals.
detection. Falling.
Oh, right. That was there was a toxic spike or something like right here. These little whiff things. It just does that every now and then here. But yeah, so I'm in his sun in my sunroom here, and I will see y'all later. So thanks everybody for watching, and I will see y'all later. All right, bye.